$750 collected this week, as well as some amazing purchases on assets that are going to help us be financially free. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Isaiah, and in this video we're going to talk about all we accomplished this week in terms of the profit we made, as well as all the purchases we've made, and we have made a ton. But if you're new to the channel, this is an income generating account where we sell cash secured puts, covered calls, do credit spreads, and collect dividends from some high yielders in order to generate this consistent weekly income. So we have a lot to cover in this video. Let's first go right to our trade history. Always want to be fully transparent in all the money we brought in. So let's first take a look at our dividends for the week. We have YBIT that is going to hit today, a nice Friday paycheck, $27. ULTY, you see two payments there. That's a little misleading for this week. There's only one of those that goes towards this week. One of them is from last week. It took a whole week to get here, but nonetheless. And then we had our big boys, COYY and TSYY, $115 from COYY and $160 from TSYY. So that was a great Tuesday payout. And all in all, dividends this week, we collected a little over $300 from. And let's scroll over to our options. So options, I sell cash secured puts and I sell covered calls. When you sell a cash secured put, you're agreeing to buy a stock for a predetermined price. And when you do this, you get paid a credit. So essentially you get paid just to agree to buy something you already wanted to buy. I love it. I think option selling is the best way to generate income. But remember, my trades are my opinions. They should never be taken as financial advice. This channel is purely to document my journey, so don't make a trade because I'm doing it. Anyway, let's talk about the income we've generated. So we didn't open any new cash secured put positions, rather we rolled them out. When you select an expiration date, when you open the position, you can roll it to a farther out expiration date to give yourself more time. When you do this, you can get paid another credit. So we got paid all this cash. I mean, take a look at this. We got, I won't call it all the names just because there's so many, but all in all, we collected around like $450 this week in rolling option positions. And that's fantastic. I mean, I just love when we're able to roll positions, generate more income, and not even have to open new ones. I want to show you guys real quick before we talk about some of the purchases that we've made. Let's take a look at ARRY. This has been a cash cow for us this year. I want to show that, look at all these rolls just on this screen here. Look, let's go to, wow, didn't realize I rolled it this many times. All right, so right here, let's start it here on the roll. $30, 48, 42, 63, 135, 60, 75. All that money collected is from rolling position. That same position I opened way back in February. February 20th is when I sold the $6 puts. Way back in February. And I've collected hundreds, if not maybe $1,000 on rolling this position. All I'm doing is agreeing to buy this stock. Stock that I'm okay with owning, especially at that price. That's all I've done. And the stock's currently trading at $8, $8.50. Next month, if it doesn't come back down, I'm going to roll it again. And I'll just keep doing that. And my goal with rolling positions is to be able to roll them for years. I mean years. Just collecting consistent paychecks from them, similar, compare it to a dividend payout. But without actually buying any shares. I'm agreeing to buy them, but I haven't. So it's one of those things that it's the way I've started every account. It's how I've grown them. Any account that I have, it's how I grow them. I use them to generate income. But with that income, we make some purchases, and let's talk about that. But before we go any further, I want to give a quick shout out to the beautiful Premium Generals. They are a wonderful group where I post exclusive content such as educational videos on how to sell a cash secured put, how to sell a covered call, how to do credit spreads, how to do debit spreads. I just posted a video recently on how to do the strangle method in investing. So a lot of cool investment videos in there, educational ones. And then obviously I do private portfolio updates. I post to this group about 4 to 6 times a week. So there is over 70 videos in there. Come check it out, the Premium General playlist. It's $10. Might learn something. And on top of that, you get to be in every single video. So if you'd like to see your name, your face in this videos, come check it out. We'd love to have you. And with that being said, let's get back into the video. Okay, we're back in the account here. It looks like we're down $300 today. I mean, taking a look at the S&P 500, how do we do compared to... so a full percent, the S&P was down today. We were down less than 0.5%, so we're beating the S&P percent-wise. And a lot of that has to do with some of the purchases we have made lately, adding a little bit more stability into the account. They still offer a decent yield, but I'm looking for share price stabilization more than anything because I'm generating income. I have a couple ultra yielders, and then I have option selling. So I need some stable positions that offer dividends, but stay a little bit more flat with the share price. One of those being QYLD. We have 25 shares. That's my favorite covered call ETF. This is before the Roundhill funds. I want to get this to 500 shares, but I don't have a timeline on that. The Cornerstone funds, CLM and CRF, we have made some purchases on them today. Monday is their ex-div, so I'm going to get around $160, $170 or so from each of them. It'll appear in the history there, and we'll see exactly how much. But we made some more purchases of them. PDI, my all-time favorite dividend payer. We made some more purchases today on that. We're up to 621 shares. We just missed ex-dividend day. I did not realize it was yesterday. So yesterday we only had 598 shares. So had I known, I would have made the purchases yesterday or Wednesday. I didn't realize, so that's my bad. But 621 shares, but we're getting paid for the 598, $132 payout come the week between Christmas and New Year's. And that's the same week that the Cornerstone funds will pay out. So we are going to have a huge dividend payout week that week, which means we probably won't do too much with options just because. ULTY, we didn't buy any more of those. COYY. So I want to get 500 shares of these. I try to purchase when it's below $10. We purchased $50 today, which got us 5 shares at the $9.92. We have 472 shares. We are 28 shares away, which means more than likely we will get it next week because I think we're going to get about $130 from our payout from them because they announced their distributions like 24 cents. So, continue. So 13 shares. So that's going to put us right at 485. So I guess we won't be as close as I thought. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to force it. If it's below $10, then maybe we will get the rest of the way. If it's at $10, we'll just reinvest the dividend and wait again until next week. It's not a race to get 500 shares. I don't need to force it because I know this fund it's going to come down in price. That's what it's going to do with the high yields. So I'm just trying to maximize my income, lower my average cost as I can. And then TSYY. We got our first dividend payout last week that we did not reinvest back into it. So we got $160. We took that, put it into PDI. We're going to get another $160 again this next week. I will probably take it and put it into PDI, maybe ORC. I did buy more of these today. We're up to 328 shares. We bought $100. So, 328 shares. That's pretty awesome. I would like to get 1,000 shares of these. This is another one I don't have a timeline on. PDI, 1,000 shares by the end of March, and the Cornerstone funds, 3,000 shares of each by the end of 2026. And so ORC, QYLD, no real timelines, and same as COYY on getting my share go total. I will just invest as I generate income. I do have a decent amount of buying power on the side, but no need to rush into that yet. I have no doubt we will see some downturns, and let's be patient, capitalize on these opportunities. So with that being said, if you're enjoying this content and you've made it this far, give yourself a round of applause and give me a thumbs up. It means a lot. So I will see you in the next one.